All right, guys. I'm a little chilly, so I had to bundle up. Sorry about the earphone came out. All right. Um, Welcome to part two of the Seers testimony episode. For those of you that are just now watching this one, you should go watch the first one first. And also, you should subscribe. But okay, so real quick, I had said in the other one that I wanted to start with the same photo that we left off with. However, before I show you guys that photo, I want to read a scripture because I always try my best to either start, I try my best to start with scripture. Um, Trying to see which one it is. All right here. I wanted to point out the fact that when it talks about seeing, that it's talking about in the spirit, not just normal sight. Also, this is really cool because you'll I'll break it down. But God hath revealed them unto us, but by I see unto us by his Spirit. He's revealed it to us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searcheth all things, yeah, the deep things of God. The deep things of God. Another version of that is the deep secrets. Deep secrets. It's all secret, all coded. And from there, we're going to listen to a short clip of the Matrix again. This time, I noticed, guys, so I'm sorry for the volume on the other video of the other clip that was shown. The volume was not that well, so if you want to go and watch that clip, that was the "Do you want to know what it is" clip from The Matrix. Go and listen to it, unless you can hear it already on the audio. But this one here I have turned up louder, so if it's too loud, sorry, but I'd rather it be too loud and you can turn it down than it to be not loud enough. All right, so let's listen to this real quick and watch this clip, and then we'll break that down with scripture, as we always do.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. When you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it.
Right there. He's uh he's focused on her immediately.
Listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress? I was... Look again. Who's it?
Meaning it's not always what we expect it to be. It can be the lady in the red dress and you get distracted. See how he got distracted? He was walking. Look, I'm not going to play it again. He was watching, or they were both walking. He was talking to him. And then boom, here she comes into the mix. The lady in the red dress. To distract you. Okay, it's always a distraction. And then when you turn around to really investigate whatever it was you were looking at, it's not always what you expect. It's not always what they seem. All right.
It's another training program designed to teach you one thing. You are not one of us. You are one of them.
Period. I'd like to highlight on that note, if you are not one of us, you are one of them. There is no we're all one. We're not. There are fallen angel demons here. The spirits are using the people. So there are humans like us that are being used by the enemy, and there are people on earth that are being used spiritual wise by a spirit from either heaven or hell, period. You're either an angel or a demon spirit. One of the two. Alright. Make sure. Hang on, what is this? Back. Okay, and from there, I want to point out, do not be deceived. Actually, let's point out this one first. Sorry. Go back. Alright, and have no fellowship with the unfaithful or the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather, reprove them, meaning, but instead, even expose them. Okay? So that's exactly what I'm going to do a little bit of. We will go back to this seers verse right here. Behold, is it this one? No. Is it that one? No. Is it this one? Yes. All right. So, bam. Here's the White House again, where we left off last time on the first segment. This is a pentagram. I've done it. Check this out. Everything they do for a reason. So I did this purposely. 17 is the thickness of the highlight, and 76 is the transparency. So 17 is the thickness, and then 76 is the transparency level that I chose. So together you got 1776, and for those of you that know what that is, Freemasons. And that's what these guys are. They're all Freemasons. It's all occult. It's all a bunch of demonic crap. I wanted to point out real quick, this is something that God showed me also. This is a statue of Baphomet, the female, half male, half female. But this here, as you can see, is General Sherman. General, the word general means war or soldier. And then Sherman, I noticed, has the words she. It has the words he. It has the words her. And it has the words man. So she, he, her, or she, he, man. Meaning female and male. Now, we just looked at that Baphomet statue, right? It's female and male. They named it General Sherman on purpose. This also took place of the Tree of Life. That is used to be a real tree. They cut it down. And they will tell you a bunch of lies saying the biggest trees that we've ever had are like 400, 300 feet up, 300 feet high. that's a crock of crap. Also, I noticed, because in scripture we read in the other episodes that the trees reached to the heavens. They were huge. Um, I wanted to point out, though, that God showed me also when I pulled this Sherman up, is that it makes the peace sign. Hence the reason of it actually being that's a clue of how you'll know that it was the replacement of the actual tree of life, because they used the peace sign a lot to represent the tree of life. You'd never know that, though, unless you looked at the sky view. I'd like to also point out I noticed a bunch of sigils. Now, we went over that all around the world, guys. We're not going to stare at them forever. We're just going to go over them quickly. And bam, you saw that just now. Sigil. Here is the Statue of Liberty. Right there. That is a sigil. Or not a sigil, a transmutation circle. I'm sorry. Sigils are totally different. These are all transmutation circles all around the world, guys, and they literally are used within witchcraft, for those of you that don't know, to cast spells. Now imagine that. Those are all over the world, in different countries everywhere, and those that rule know that they are there and what they are being used for. Those shapes, these shapes right here, they attract. It's all math. They attract witchcraft. They're used within witchcraft to cast spells, to summon demons, to, whatever. And all kinds of chaos is being brought to see the eyes. Bam, bam, right there. That matches up. That matches up. That matches up. That's how you know it's not just some conspiracy crap, guys, is whenever whatever you're doing is whenever when it all links together, and scripture and same choice of imagery and all of that. Hang on just a second. All right, sorry about that. This is what I mean by the same choice of imagery. We've already went over, the sheep, the bug, the sheep, the bug, the sheep, the bug, the sheep. Now here's a new one that I've decoded recently. I chose to bring this back up. I decoded it a while back. And downloaded it recently is what I meant to say, sorry. Anyway, so here in purple are the horns. Here is the horn. They like to hide in layers. This is St. Peter's, or St. Peter's. Cathedral. St. Peter's Cathedral. This is a sheep, obviously in white. The face, the sheep. The nose, the tongue sticking out, the eye, the ear of the sheep, the head of the sheep. It's in white, I outlined it. The eyes of the sheep are also the eyes of the dragon. The dragon I have outlined face for you in green. Here's the lotus's little antennas. There's his head. Here's his neck. Here's his body. He's sitting on a throne, just like that other snake deal I decrypted. It's all over the place, guys. And we'll end this one on this so we don't mess it up. But there it is. You can pause it and look it all, and you'll see it without it outlined. I'll see you soon. Love you guys. Stay tuned. Part 3.